This one is just weird, okay? Warnings in advance, because this is not typically my standard type of report, but you know what? Trying experiments here. Let's see what clicks with you guys, what you want me to talk about. And this is CNN, so it's media, so it's pop culture or whatever. It's whatever I want to talk about here on Popcorn Planet. Anyway, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for fun stories like this one. You never know what you're going to get here on Popcorn Planet. But Jeffery Toobin. I didn't know the man by name, but I had seen his face before. He's one of CNN's legal analysts, and he also writes for The New Yorker. And here's a headline that I think will play differently in a few seconds when you see the whole report here. CNN's Jeffery Toobin calls Democrats wimps for not pushing hard enough over Supreme Court. Also encourages street protests. But I share this just so you get a sort of a sense of his political leanings. Jeffery Toobin is a liberal. And legal expert for CNN. So you'd think he'd know better, right? You'd think not only would he, being a legal expert, he'd have, the legal know with all of what to do and what he shouldn't do. But, he's a liberal, right? So, he knows what's right and he's always fighting for the better, and all that stuff. Well, it turns out no. Turns out Mr. Toobin here was just suspended from The New Yorker for being caught on a Zoom call indecently. The call was an election simulation. This is going to be a lot of innuendos on this one. An election simulation, I guess is what they're calling it over there, featuring New Yorker All-Stars. And Toobin apologized for the embarrassingly stupid mistake. Now, look, being caught doing this on a Zoom call is definitely not good. It's definitely not something I would think we need to talk about, to say that, yeah, you don't do that on a Zoom call. You don't... take care of yourself in that way during Zoom calls with your work employees. It's definitely an HR issue, It's just something you don't do. A legal expert should know that's going to get him in some hot water and it's going to make some people uncomfortable and it's not something you do. But what's more interesting than just the fact that he did it, I want to read his comments because this one really floored me. Ready for this one? I mean, the balls on this guy. Ready? Toobin says he did not realize his video was on. I made an embarrassingly stupid mistake, believing I was off camera. I apologize to my wife, family, friends, and coworkers, Toobin told Motherboard. I believed I was not visible on Zoom. I thought no one on the Zoom call could see me. I thought I'd muted the Zoom video. I'm sorry I'm laughing. This is disturbing, but guys, we're at the phase of 2020 where remote Zoom meetings have gotten to the point where CNN legal analysis are just like, you know what? Got to do what I got to do. I'm out of frame, right? Hold on. All right. Hold on. I just gotta. Hey, all right. I'm in the meeting. Just ignore me. Ignore what I'm doing over here, okay? Just putting my microphone up and down. In case the YouTube rep looks, I was really just putting my microphone up and down. But oh my God, what has the world come to that we have to explain that this isn't okay, guys? It's not okay to do at any point during a Zoom meeting. And if you're caught doing it during a Zoom meeting, you got to sort of own it and say, yeah, I should have done that. I'm sorry I did that. Not say, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I was off camera. I believed I was not visible on Zoom. I thought I was doing it off, to the side. I thought you guys couldn't see me while I was doing that because, I really needed to do it. I thought I muted it because, if I muted it, apparently it would have been all good, right? That's the logic here behind his apology, which just, oh my God, the world is crazy. I mean, all right, so that's what happened, right? And he's currently, let's break this down. People that were on the call were election simulation, again, as they're calling it, featuring many of New Yorker's biggest stars. I don't know, all these people I've never heard of. I don't read the New Yorker. The people were playing sort of, stuff and producers, etc. And two people spoke on the condition of anonymity. Hopefully I said that right. In order to speak freely. And they noted it was unclear how much each person saw, but they both saw him. The two sources described. Hold on, I can't read that because it's too. Let's be careful of what words you guys see. The two sources described a juncture in the election simulation where there was a strategy session, and the Democrats and Republicans went into their respective breakout rooms for about 10 minutes. At this point, clearly Toobin was ready. They said it seemed like Toobin was on a second video call. So he was on a call during the call, God knows with who was getting him to be like, are you at work on the CNN simulation? Cool, now's a good time. Mute your video. Anyway, apparently he's on this other call after 10 minutes, and they returned back from their break rooms where Toobin lowered the camera, and the people on the call said they could see him touching, Toobin then left the call. Moments later, he called back in, seemingly unaware of what had been seen, and the simulation continued. New Yorker spokesman Natalie Robb said he has been suspended while we investigate the matter. Okay. Yeah, it seems like that probably would be worth it, Got a lot of people getting ruined for worse, for things that didn't even happen. I think if you got caught and he's acknowledging it, that's terms for suspension. I think that's fair. Meanwhile, CNN hasn't done that. CNN hasn't let him go. According to his Condé Nast email has been disabled. He's not tweeted since October 13th. He did appear on CNN, where he is this legal analyst on Saturday. So apparently, and this already had happened. And what they said here was Jeff Toobin has asked for some time off while he deals with a personal issue, which we have granted. How about CNN, right? No, that wasn't enough to be like, yeah, we're going to be parting ways with Jeffrey for a little while or whatever you got to do. I mean, I guess we're getting to the point where you can now just get caught doing that during Zoom calls at work. And yeah, we're cool now. Jesus, what's happening? I flirted with people and I got fired. Got accused of stuff that wasn't true. Meanwhile, this dude's literally during a work call doing it. And it's like, cool, he's going to take some time off. That's the state we're in now. Well, I mean, look, I guess better. We're not jumping to conclusions, but my gosh, I think this one you're allowed to jump to a few conclusions here. The New York editor wrote an email, Dear all, as you may have read in various news reports today, one of our writers, Jeff Toobin, was suspended after an incident on a Zoom call last week. Please be assured that we take such matters seriously and that we are looking into it best. All right, well, yeah, I mean, that seems like a proper way to do it. Not too aggressive, but clearly putting their foot down on like, this is not okay. Doubleday and Imprint, which published his latest book, did not respond to emails, neither did his literary agent or anybody else who responded to him. We're now sort of in a waiting period to see how people handle this. But anyway, what's worse, the fact that he did it or the fact that his apology was, I thought I muted the video, guys. I'm so sorry. I thought I was off camera. I thought it was cool. I mean, is that cool, guys? Are we now, somebody want to clarify? Was this some unwritten rule that guys are allowed to do that during work meetings as long as the video is muted? I mean, I'm sure it happens, right? I'm sure it happens a lot, disturbingly. Guys, we're gross, but that's grosser. Come on, what the heck? And if you get caught doing it, you're caught doing it, and you're caught. You got to just say, yeah, I'm a creep. That was stupid of me. Not judging, but during work, I'm going to judge you, as is your employer. They have every right to, is the reality. And if your employers, fellow colleagues catch you during a work call doing that, well, yeah, you're probably going to get fired. I think that's a fair warning to all to not do it, to avoid that. It's a very easy thing to avoid doing, honestly. Apparently, there's a lot more about this guy. I'm not going to go rush to judge this guy, but I mean... but here, I'm checking my things before I show you. Why does someone like Jeffrey only get suspended? He's a top legal analyst. He should know better. Facts. Why not fire him? Because he's a Democrat? BS. The New Yorker should fire him now. Look, I got to say, I don't agree with cancellation and firing immediately, but there's definitely a little bit of liberal hypocrisy happening right now. Jeffery Toobin has entered the meeting. His coworkers are falling on the floor. And then we had another one here. Are you up for... hey, boss, are you up for a Zoom meeting now? Jeffery Toobin. Am I ever? Oh, my goodness. Gross. And this one was interesting. Look, so This person says, and I did look up, this seems like this did happen. If you want to know the full story of Jeffery Toobin, go Google. There's been a lot of accusations and things that have happened to him. But apparently he got one of his coworkers pregnant. And then who was, no, wait, whoa, no, it's worse. He got his coworker's daughter pregnant. And then when she wouldn't, when she decided to keep the baby, which he was not okay with, he tried to refuse child support. And then the lawyers threatened to notify his employers and take it out of his wages all while I was married. So that's a whole nother thing. There's like a whole love child out there that was proven to be accurate. So again, do your own homework. It sounds like Jeffery Toobin's done a lot of stuff and been caught doing stuff and is getting a lot of chances here. And, I'm all for second chances if the guy's worthy, but seems like he needs to go, do a pilgrimage somewhere or something to really take proper accountability. Look, I'm all for stopping the cancellation of people, but you got to take accountability for disgusting things you do. And it sounds like this guy's done a few things potentially. So I don't know, CNN, maybe take a break. Take a break politely. You don't have to make a big thing and destroy his name. But I think maybe take a break. It seems like this guy is clearly admitting that he did it. What do you guys think? This isn't cool, right? Is it cool that CNN is just sort of cool with it, though? Doesn't that seem a little hypocritical? I mean, the whole thing about Biden is also pretty hypocritical if we really want to get into it, right? Try to avoid these politics. But my gosh, what they did to Kavanaugh and then what they didn't do to Biden, whew, that's a whole nother story for another day. But what do you guys think? Be sure to subscribe. If you like this kind of content and you want more of this from me, smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and share this video. Helps the algorithm and get these videos and Popcorn Planet growing, which you guys have been doing. And if you can, watch my other videos. I know it's not always what you want, but try to watch in the background. Every video matters. Hit that subscribe button if you didn't already. Thanks so much for watching here on Popcorn Planet. I want to hear your thoughts down below, so leave your thoughts. Thanks, everybody. Bye.